Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to the Affinity Training and E-Learning for You Facebook Live sessions. I hope as many as you can enjoy it and tune in and share with your friends and like with your friends. We have many things coming up over the next few weeks for Facebook Live, and these are about 20 minutes to 30 minute sessions. We'll be exploring a number of topics. The first few very much related to leadership and management. Now, my name is Paul Blaine and I am the Director of Training Services, for those of you that don't know me, for E-Learning for You and Affinity Training, and I specialise very much in the leadership and management side of the business and in the delivery of training sessions as well. We want these to be an interactive session, so please feel free to post your comments or ask the questions, and certainly if you want to send us any messages, use either the direct messaging service on Facebook for the E-Learning for You Facebook page, or if you want to post them, as I said, in the comments section, you're more than welcome, and we'll do our best to answer them. I have Talia, who is holding the camera, focusing it on me. Talia is an E-Learning Development Manager, and she also heads up quite a substantial bit of her quality assurance. So at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure if any questions want to come through for her, she'll be more than welcome to answer them as well. But we want to make it as interactive as possible and make it fun and enjoyable for yourself. So please send it out to as many people as you can. Like I said, this isn't just for people of health and social care, it is for people of other industries, other departments, even your self-knowledge as well. We have, as I said, many sessions to run over the next few weeks. We'll be carrying them on throughout the course of the year. They'll be every Friday at 4:30, and at 4:30 we will be looking at sessions. So for instance, today is about setting goals, making plans. Next week we're looking very much at recruitment and retention. The following week we're looking at staff meetings. How can you actually make them more focused, purposeful? We're doing topics in leadership teams and building success. There's another topic, we've got special guests coming in to discuss social media, doing it right, getting the most from it. We've got experts in competency assessments. We're even fortunate enough that we have someone from the CQC coming in to talk about the key lines of inquiries. And we have obviously world experts as well within our midst who will talk on subjects such as end-of-life and advanced care plans. As I said, it's a free service, guys, so we're really looking forward to delivering this to you. It's part of our focus throughout the course of the year to make everybody better, to actually deliver a service that's second to none. Now, today we're very much focusing, as I said, on the setting goals, making plans side of things, which is a key aspect of everything we have to do in leadership. And you know, there's so many different people, theories, knowledge, books out there on leadership and management. And certainly myself, I mean, this week I spent 3 days delivering a leadership and management training course to managers, deputies, care team managers of large businesses and corporations. And we're very much focusing on what does that leader look like? What is it that we're trying to get them to do? And what is it that we're trying to achieve? And the thing that actually holds most leaders back, and it's sort of like the big thing that I want to discuss today, is actually setting out what I would like to say is the vision, because that's what leadership is. In my mind, it's about creating what it is that we want to achieve. That moment of what I would describe as is essential to sort of like making sure that we know that we are actually showing what that future looks like, whether that be in 3 months or 6 months or 12 months. It's our vision, it's what we want to do, and that's what leadership is. And if you don't have a future, then you know, how can you possibly get people to want to work towards that, or have clear message or clear vision going forward? It's so critical. And the one thing that I always do say to a lot of people that I teach is sometimes you've got to take that time out. Sometimes you've got to, you know, say to yourself, I deserve half a day, not to to go and take time out from the business, but for the business. Actually taking half a day and driving to a place where you can think clearly, or sitting at home and thinking about what that future may look like, dedicating some time to it. You see, if we don't give it that half a day or that day and take that time out, and we don't plan out where we want to be in 3 months or 6 months or 12 months, whether it be personal goals or whether it be organisational goals or whether it be structure, then all that happens is in 3 months or 6 months or 12 months, we are doing exactly the same as we did at the start of the journey. In other words, we've stood still, we've not moved forward. And a business that doesn't move forward, or a person that doesn't move forward, becomes stagnated. And other people will overtake you. And if you want to be an effective leader, then you have to be the person that drives things forward. And to me, that's what the big bucks are for. That's what you get paid for, to actually make those decisions. Now, the way I look at this is leadership is in two fronts. It very much is in someone looking and creating those goals, those ambitions, that future. But then the next bit, the critical bit, is how do I get people to follow me? How do I get people to want to actually engage in that? And that's the bit that I always say comes with making the plans, actually setting it out. And I want to sort of like talk a bit about that today in terms of how we actually start to create and maybe leave a little bit of taste in your mouth that makes you want to go away and explore it a bit more. I remember once sitting with someone who explained leadership and management to me very much in my early days, about very much what I would class as the engagement level, in terms of how to get people to want to do what you want, to bring forward your creation of your future or your vision. And they explained a story to me that sat with me forever, to be fair, and I'd like to just sort of like explain it to you today. You see, it's a story about the three stone mason workers, and the gentleman, he walks along and he sees the first stonemason, and he's smashing this rock with a hammer. He's really angry, he's frustrated, he looks tired, and the person stops and says to him, "Are you okay? What are you doing?" And he says, "I'm hitting these rocks. I've had to hit 500 rocks today. All I do in my job is hit rocks. And there's my big pile, and I can't wait till 5 o'clock so I can go home." And he's so angry and he's so frustrated. He then moves across to the second stonemason. And the second stonemason is there, and he's sort of like he's okay. But he's still hitting away at these rocks, and he's asked the same question, "What is it that you are doing, sir?" And he stops and he says, "I'm smashing these rocks. I'm carving these rocks into this size to make sure they're the same size as all these other rocks that I'm carving." And the gentleman asks him, "Do you enjoy your job?" And he goes, it's okay, it pays the bills, but again, I can't wait till 5 o'clock so I can go home because I'm tired, my rocks are good." And he walks along, and there's a third person, and the third person has stood back and he's admiring this stone that he has carved away at. And the stone itself is so precise, it's so perfect, and he's asked the same question, "What are you doing, sir?" And he turns to him and he says, "I'm making sure that this rock is right. I'm making sure that it's the right measurement to go alongside the other rocks that I've carved today. I'm proud of my rocks." And he goes, "Why are you proud of them?" He goes, "Because I'm building a cathedral." And that's the key message in this. If I know what the future vision is, then I will work towards it. If my team know what that future vision is, then they will work towards it. They need to know what it is that you're building. Not just doing a job, but what you're building. And that's the engagement mechanism that comes behind future. So if I was sat here and I was saying, well, what am I trying to tell you? I'm trying to tell you the first rule of leadership and management is to go away and actually start to look at what the future may look like. If you are an individual in your business now and you are a manager, have you taken the time out to actually look at what your future looks like? Have you really, honestly, ask yourself. Have you looked at it? Have you visualized it? And have you begun to put that down on paper? And when you put it down on paper, you're starting to make the plan. You see, you have your goal, you have your objective. But the making the plan is the exciting bit, because that is the bit that we are going to engage so many people with. You see, if I read you a plan and I buy into that plan, I'm with you. I'm there. And workforces forget it. Now, you may think that that is the easiest message that I could give out to you. You may think that everybody makes a plan, but they don't. They don't have a vision. They don't have a goal. I come across so many people, whether it has been my time when I've worked in politics, whether it be in campaign management, or whether it be with other care homes and working to improve their ratings or their retention figures, or how well they're going to achieve next year, or occupancy figures, or whether it be in training and trying to work out what the next product is that we're going to bring to market that's going to be successful. It all has to start with a vision. It all has to start with the what are we trying to achieve. And when we get to the what we're trying to achieve, yes, absolutely, then we can bring into it the way in which we're going to do it, which is a key bit. Talia, I think you were edging at me that you were going to say something there.
Chris Hodgson has commented saying very true on future vision planning. He's very pro that, and that's getting some good reaction here.
Absolutely, and it's so key. You know, this weekend, for example, just sit there. Take 10 minutes, take 20 minutes, but just sit there with a pen and piece of paper and think to yourself, 3 months from now, where am I? 6 months from now, where am I? And then on Monday morning, when you go back into the workplace, start to create it. Start to talk with your support teams around you. Start to ask them the same questions. Where do you see us? Where do you see you? And really start to set it out. It's so key to everything that you're going to do. And when we're making that plan, make sure we include everybody. Make sure people are part of it. Make sure people want to be it. And the delivery, it will naturally just happen. And those are the first stages that I ever see to leadership. Quite literally, create it, the vision. I can't say it enough. At the end of the day, if you walk away from this and you think to yourself, I have a great plan, then measure it, look at it, reread it. I've seen many mission statements and business plans that are 5 years old, and when you actually reread them, they've not achieved, they've not done it. And when you ask the questions why, no one's reviewed it, no one's looked at it. Actually, if I look at some business statements and I say, how many people do you employ? And I've worked with companies and organisations that employ thousands, tens of thousands of people. And when I go and meet their frontline staff and speak to their frontline staff and ask them to explain to me, what does the business plan look like for your organisation or your company or mission statement, I find out that they don't know. That's the thing they turn around and say to me, I'm not sure, I don't know. And then when you say, well, what's your job in all of this? I actually start to find the first person, the first stonemason, the person that's actually a little bit angry, the person that can't wait for the day off, the person that's coming in to do what they did yesterday and the day before and the day before that. And if the leadership has not actually created the vision and got through to that person, then that person is going to affect the business. They're going to be like a natural poison that seeps through and causes serious damage to what that vision was in the first place. So it's not just, I say about writing it down, it's not just about writing it down. Engagement doesn't come in writing things down. Engagement comes in you writing it down, in you believing it. Because once you believe it and once you're passionate about it, then you're going to do something about it. And you're going to seep that passion down the line so that that frontline member of staff can turn around and say, I work for you. I work for the vision. I work for improvement. And then they are going to be so inspired that they begin themselves to actually start to continue their role and development. And therefore they start to create their own visions and their own plans and things like that. And the big thing behind that has got to be starting at the top, as I keep saying. So like I said, take that little bit of time out. Look at that vision. think about what it is. You may not know it. It may not naturally spring into your mind. But until you actually sit and you focus and you develop yourself in your brain and you give it time, you won't know. And you'll just go into work on Monday and you'll do what you did on Friday. And I really want you to take this and think to yourself, no, I'm going into work on Monday and I'm going to be different to what I was on Friday. Because I'm going to sit, take time out and think. And I'm going to do that for me. I'm going to do that for my organisation. And I'm going to do that for everybody that's part of my organisation. I'm going to bring them together and help to start to create that vision. So if you are someone that works in health and social care, and you're a health and social care manager watching this, print off your inspection reports this weekend. Sit there and read it. And from there, start to set out your vision. If you are someone who works in an organisation that is a production line, then sit there and think, where's the business going? How do I get it to the next level? Even if you are a multi-million pound turnover company, sit there and think, what does the next level look like? Because you're not at the end of your journey yet. You're at the start of it again. You're just taking it to the next level. And you've got to create that vision. Now, we obviously do 3-day management training courses. We do courses that are 1 day and courses that are 5 days. And I'm giving you a tiny little insight here into what we are talking about when we talk about management training. And it's just a little tip. As I said, they're only 20-minute sessions. But why don't you pop over to our website? It's elearningforyou.co.uk. That's e-learning and the words for and you, forYou.co.uk. Pop over there and have a look at what we actually do and what we deliver. As I said, it's an interactive session. This video will be posted not only on the Facebook page for e-learning for you, but it will also go onto the website as well over the next few days for you to be able to have a look and refresh yourself the things that I've been saying. But visit us, visit that web page, visit our Facebook page. Please pass on information, pass on the likes. These are sessions, as I said, that are going to cover a number of different topics. Today's very much was the beginning of that. I know you may think I've seen this bloke before, he was getting his legs waxed. That was sort of like the mock Facebook session. If you're interested, they're getting rather itchy now, but I won't go too much into that. But in terms of these sessions, it's very much about sending you into the weekend with some thought-provoking messages. So again, I say, think about the future. That's a key message. I'm going to actually, unless Talia is coming in with any information here, I did promise it'd be about a 20-minute session, but I'll just recap what I'm saying today. Create the vision. Ask yourself, 3 months' time, what does it look like? 6 months' time, what does it look like? 12 months' time, what does it look like? It may be that you are a deputy manager now. 12 months' time, if you want to be the manager, create your vision. What does it look like? What sort of manager are you going to be? Who inspires you? Who's going to inspire you to get there? Then sit there and look at the qualifications you'll need. Will you be achieving them in 3 months? Do you need to write a plan? Do you need to speak to a relevant person to actually see if there is funding available for that qualification? Even when the person says no, you still have your vision. You still have your goal. It's 12 months away. Don't stop. You have to be up to something. You have to be going for it. So you find another avenue. You find another way of doing it. Things are there to be speed bumps to stop us, but they don't stop us. If you believe in it, if you live it, if you breathe it, you will do it. You will achieve it. So wherever your goal is for 2017, make it happen. Make it work. Work with people that are there for you. Pick up the right book. Read the thing that will inspire you. It's all out there. It's all out there for you to do it. But start it now. Don't start it tomorrow. Don't start it next week. Don't wait till next month. You're wasting time. You're losing time if you do that. Start it now. Create the future that you want. Okay, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to wish you all a great weekend. It's been our first session, so if I've looked a little bit nervy, I apologise for that. I'm sure we'll get better as we're delivering, but I'm really looking forward to bringing some specialist guests to you so that you can ask them questions. In the meantime, you can get hold of me via email if you wish. I'm Paul at Affinity, that's AFFINITYCM.co.uk. It's been great speaking to you all. Hope to catch you soon. See you next week, same time. Thank you very much. Great week.